We're now connected with VOA Seoul Bureau Chief and Regional Correspondent, William Gallo. Good morning, William.
Hello, very nice to be with you this morning.
Thanks for joining us. What can you tell us about the president's agenda during his visit to Asia?
Well, Biden's agenda for visiting both South Korea and Japan in some ways, I think, sounds very typical for a U.S. president visiting this part of the world. He'll talk a lot about reassuring allies of U.S. commitment to the region, but I think it takes on a bit more urgency following 4 years of Trump, when there were real questions in these two countries about the long-term U.S. commitment, both militarily and economically. As you pointed out, Biden did spend some of his first moments in Korea at a Samsung plant, so he's really wanting to sort of assert the fact that the U.S. is committed economically to the region. But of course, the other big thing here is that he wants to reassure both Japan and South Korea that the U.S. has their back when it comes to security issues, especially North Korea, which has threatened, or at least U.S. officials say, and South Korean officials say, that North Korea is preparing to conduct either a nuclear test or a long-range missile test during Biden's visit.
Right, and we know that it looks like Japan is going to negotiate with the president to rejoin a comprehensive and progressive agreement for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. So is this a possibility? Can you share with us more about that?
It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to say. I think that for the U.S. domestic audience, trade deals such as the TPP are very tricky. There's a lot of domestic opposition to that, especially in key areas, in key states of the United States. So I don't think that Biden will necessarily jump right back into something like the TPP. However, he is expected to tout or even roll out a new sort of economic initiative for the region, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. However, it's sort of unclear how important this will be, because it doesn't include market access for the United States, which, as you know, is an important detail of any trade pact involving the United States. It doesn't lower tariffs. At least we don't think it lowers tariffs, which is another aspect usually seen in these trade deals. And perhaps most importantly, it doesn't include China, which is basically everyone in Asia's #1 trading partner.
Right. Okay. Now, Willem, could this visit be a sign for the for president's future visit to other Asian countries or Asian nations? Sorry, especially with the upcoming G20 here in Indonesia.
Yeah, I would expect Biden to make more trips to Asia. We haven't heard any specifics, but he really wants to emphasize, and his administration really wants to emphasize, that Asia really is the future main emphasis of U.S. policy. And they really want to use this trip to sort of underscore the fact that, yes, the U.S. has been focused on issues such as Ukraine in the first part of his presidency, but that really, they don't want this to sort of pull their attention away from broader issues in Asia, which they really do want to focus on. So yes, I could see him coming back to this part of the world very soon.
All right, William, thank you so much for your latest updates. We look forward to hearing from you again really soon. Take care.